Hi, do you want to meditate, but you think it's too hard? You can't sit for that long or quiet the mind? I'm here to tell you you can meditate, and it's a lot easier than you think. Let's debunk these common misconceptions and go through some easy techniques to get you meditating. What's up, seekers? Meditation is the name of the game today, and I do want to talk about how to meditate. But first, I hear all the time from friends, I've tried, but I just can't stop thinking. Well, that gets us into our first of three common meditation misconceptions. Misconception number one: I can't quiet my mind. It's completely normal for thoughts to come and go during meditation. The key is to acknowledge them without judgment and gently guide your focus back to your breath or mantra. Misconception number two: I can't sit still for that long. Reality: meditation does not require you to sit perfectly still for long periods of time. You can start with a few minutes of focused breathing or gentle movement, think yoga or Tai Chi, to ease into the practice. There are even walking meditations you can do. So the world is your peace park. Misconception number three: I don't have time to meditate. And I hate to sound like a cheesy infomercial, but you don't need hours to meditate and can start out just doing 5 minutes a day. Even just a few minutes of mindful breathing can make a massive difference in your day. It's all about prioritizing your well being. Lastly, not a misconception, but why would I want to meditate? Well, there are so many health benefits, such as reduction in stress and anxiety, improvement in focus and concentration, enhancing self awareness and emotional regulation, promoting relaxation and better sleep, and boosting overall mental and emotional well being. But just like a cheesy infomercial, there's more. If you're like me and want to have the more mystical experiences, spiritual growth, enhanced intuition, and expanding consciousness aspects of meditation, I'm here to tell you that those are absolutely possible and attainable as well. If I can do it, so can you. Now, on to the fun part. How do I meditate? I'm going to call this first section clearing my space. Something I ask my kids before we go on any trip is, does anyone need to go potty? Don't get started until you get all the bioics out, i.e., go potty, blow your nose, clear your throat. Do what you need to do so that you can solely focus on this meditation. Find a quiet space and tell your family that you are meditating and you don't want to be interrupted for the next 30 minutes. Even if you take 5 minutes to meditate, you can use the rest to take a break. You deserve it. Treat yourself. Now, this next part is optional, but you can pick out some meditation music or sound frequencies. I know I need sound because God bless them, my kids are loud and I need to drown them out with sound, but music or sound frequencies are not necessary to meditate. I really like the frequency app on my phone. I've also used and like the Expand app, which is an app created by the Monroe Institute, who the Lord Voldemort of three-letter agencies used for their meditation studies. But this app has many great guided meditations, so I highly recommend it. There is also the Calm app, which I haven't tried yet, or you could just find one on YouTube. The only downside is the ads kind of ruin the zen, you know? I will say, though, that some of my best meditations were done using Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations. They are a bit pricey for one meditation, like $30, but the generating abundance guided meditation he has is really great. A little alarming at first because of his voice, but you get over it quickly. It is lengthy though, so make sure to plan to allot that amount of time before you do it. It's about like an hour. So, in addition, you will want variety in your meditation practice so you don't get bored or dread doing that same meditation again. So, switch it up. Maybe you're feeling like just listening to sound frequencies or music, or maybe you want to try a guided past life regression meditation one day. Do it. It's your time. Now, let's get started. You can do it seated, and it doesn't matter where or what position you sit in. I know everyone sees those pictures of people meditating in the lotus position in the forest, but I'm here to tell you that that is not necessary. I sit in an N most times. I came out of the womb sitting like that, and it's comfortable for me. So that's how I meditate. So find your comfortable position, no matter what the position is. Just make sure you have a straight spine. That is very important. I highly recommend against laying down unless you need to. You're more likely to fall asleep laying down, but it is still possible to meditate laying down if required. So don't let that deter you. It's always a good idea to protect your energy before going into a meditation by calling on your angels, ascended masters, spirit guides, or whoever you see fit to surround you in the room in light and love, and picturing that light penetrating the room. It also helps to raise your vibration. So, on to meditation techniques. Breath work is extremely important when meditating. The main thing is to focus on deep belly breathing, where you inhale and fill up your belly with air and then exhale slowly. You don't have to breathe deeply the entire meditation, just for the first few minutes until you are relaxed. But there are a few other techniques that could prove useful. So these are some breathing techniques that I have found work well for me. This first technique is called box breathing, where you take a deep breath for 4 seconds, hold at the top for 4 seconds, slowly release that breath for 4 seconds, holding the breath at the bottom for 4 seconds, and then repeating. I usually do it for the first few minutes, and then once I feel connected, I breathe normally. Another technique that really works and is great for beginners is focusing on relaxing different body parts, starting from the top of the body, deep breathing into each body part and exhaling. And as you are exhaling, you can even say relax in your head and picture that body part releasing the tension. So continue until each body part is completely relaxed, and scan your body for any parts that may still not be relaxed and relax them. Then breathe normally and focus on your breath. The next technique is I call the light body parts technique. This is the same technique as the relaxed body parts technique, except that you focus on deep breathing in light into each body part, but making sure that light stays in each body part you have worked on, exhaling the darker, stale energy through the bottoms of the feet. Then, once you are done doing this technique with the whole body, breathe normally and focus on your breath. So there are also a few gazing techniques. You can do a gentle gaze up with your eyes closed, and it's exactly as it sounds. So once your breath work is done, with eyes closed, you gently gaze up, but don't force it. So Tibetan Buddhists actually meditate with their eyes open, which is not really a great idea for beginners, in my opinion, but something to try in the future. What they do is, with their head straight, they gently gaze down towards the floor, just over the bridge of the nose. They do this so if they get sleepy while they are meditating, they gently gaze up to normal eye level to wake themselves up, then gaze back down when sufficiently awake again. One thing I have noticed is that when you really start to get connected, your head may tilt back involuntarily. This is completely normal, and what I have learned is to let it tilt. But once done, gently bring your head back to a neutral position and just imagine the energy going out and through the top of your head towards the heavens. So now on to the raising vibes techniques. First is the raising vibes through emotions. This is one that's commonly used in manifestation meditations, like Dr. Joe Dispenza's Generating Abundance meditation. So once you have done one of the breathing techniques and have picked your gaze, what you do is start thinking of a positive emotion like gratitude. Think of the things that you are grateful for and really feel that emotion throughout your entire body, and just sit in that gratitude for a while. Just this alone will make you feel amazing. Other emotions to think about are love, abundance, and authenticity, with authenticity actually being the highest vibes of the bunch. Because when you feel you are being your most authentic self, what is a greater feeling than that? Next is protecting your energy. Again, we talked about this earlier. You just call in your angels, ascended masters, and or spirit guides and feel and picture their love and light filling up the room. A few other helpful tips are to use essential oils, something like Palo Santo or sandalwood. I particularly love the smell of Palo Santo, and that really helps me to connect. And when you do that over and over and over again, if you smell that smell that you smell every time you are meditating, it will instantly connect you when you smell that again. There are a lot of techniques out there, but these are the ones I know and have had the most success with. This may feel like a lot of information if you are a beginner, but there really is no right or wrong way to meditate. Just pick a few techniques and do what feels right in your soul. Also, go into meditation with an open mind and don't try to force anything. Forcing something to happen only makes it not happen. So just let go and let it flow. And if your thoughts start to wander, always bring it back to your breath. It's that easy. Now, when you are coming out of meditation, don't try to quickly jolt yourself out of it. Slowly start to move your fingers and toes and ease out of it. You can journal your experience afterwards or just bask in the glory. So, to summarize, clear your space, go potty, pawn the kids off on someone else for 30 minutes, pick out your music, and get comfortable. 2, breathe. Find the breathing technique that works for you. It's your time. 3, pick your gaze. This should not take a lot of thought. Do what feels best. 4, raising your vibes. Really feel those high vibrational emotions throughout your entire body. And 5, let go and let it flow. I truly hope you all got something out of this and these techniques work for you and to bring you the benefits and or experiences you are looking for. It means so much to me that out of all the places you could be, you are here with me. So thank you. And go ahead and get your Zen on because you can meditate. Take care. If you would like to see more content on spirituality, don't forget to
like and subscribe.